Hello dear students, welcome to Massive Open Online course English for Mining Engineering, Module 2 Mining Engineering. Last time we studied grammar, the gerund. Right now we are going to study Unit 6, Bar Graph. What is the information about? 6.1 Bar graph definition, when to use a bar graph, what are the applications of a bar graph, list the advantages of using the bar graph. 6.2 Kinds of bar graph. 6.3 Parts of a bar graph. 6.4 Bar graph vocabulary. 6.5 Structure of bar chart writing task. 6.6 Bar graph model answer. The course was created by the senior teacher of Foreign Languages Department, Master of Economic Sciences, Yerema Tatiana Vladimirovna. Okay, let's start. 6.1 Bar graph definition, when to use a bar graph. A bar graph is a graphical representation of information. It uses bars that extends to different heights to depict value. Bar graphs represent a pictorial display of data in the form of the vertical or horizontal bars. It is important to know that the length of each bar indicates and describes the data that it holds. Bar graphs can be created with the vertical bars, horizontal bars, group bars, multiple bars that compare values in a category, or stacked bars, bars containing multiple types of information. Bar graphs show a collection of analysis, organization, presentation, and interpretation of data that are known as statistics. What are the applications of bar graph? Bar graphs are the convenient way to represent the values of different statistical data and their changes over the time. Also, bar graphs are easily understandable to describe changes in statistical information when the difference in change is bigger. Bar graphs have a distinct domain of divisions that are done by scaling all the data to fit in graph. Moreover, the divisions in the bar chart can be reorganized in any order. List the advantages of using the bar graph. The bar chart evenly displays all the categories of data. This type of graph conveniently shows the frequency distribution. Bar graphs are better than tables in portraying the trend of data. Bar charts help in estimating the major values easily. 6.2 Kinds of bar charts. Vertical. A vertical bar graph illustrates data points in the form of the bars in vertical direction. In vertical bar graph, the category variable can be written in the diagonal way along the x-axis, making it hard for lengthy categories names to fit easily. Below is the vertical bar graph representing the weekly time spent on different entertainment activities by a senior in Halifax. Horizontal. A horizontal bar graph illustrates data points in a horizontal direction. Horizontal bar graphs give an ample space for category names on the left as compared to a vertical bar graph. A horizontal bar graph would be apt if the category names are lengthy. Clustered. Clustered may be present in a horizontal or vertical arrangement. These charts depict multiple sequences with each category at subcategory level. However, it is important to know that the number of sequences should be carefully planned, as too many make it complicated to understand the trends. Below is a clustered column chart depicting the weekly time spent on different leisure activities across young, middle-aged, and senior age group of Halifax. Stacked. Stacked and 100% stacked charts may be displayed in horizontal or vertical arrangement. As compared to clustered column chart, this chart has an advantage that overall figure for each group can be easily assessed. The disadvantage is that stacked chart make it complex to judge how much each subgroup contribute to the total figure individually within a group. Waterfall. The waterfall graph is used to depict a progression of variation in data. 6.3 Parts of a bar graph. They are title, bars, category, x-axis label, y-axis label, and scale. So, if we look on this slide, we can see these parts of the graph. Everything starts with the title, vegetables board. Then we can see y-axis and y-axis label, weight to vegetables in kilograms. Also we can see x-axis label, types of vegetables. They are potatoes, onions, tomatoes, and capsicum. Also we can see the scale 2, 4, 6, and 8. It also contains the bars. So remember, please, these parts of the bar graph. And now it's time to study the bar graph vocabulary. We can see the table of two columns. One column includes verbs, up verbs with examples, and another column includes verbs, down verbs with example. So, dear students, please study these verbs and memorize them. So, this table also has two columns, adjectives and adverbs. The first column contains the adjectives of degree, useful adjectives. The second one contains adjectives and adverbs, steady adjectives and small adjectives. And also I offer you to memorize them. 6.5 Structure of a bar chart writing task. Paragraph 1 Introduction. Its very first part. In this first part, you need to take thesis criteria into account. Topic. For example, frequency of eating at fast food restaurant. Place, for example, is USA. Time period, for example, 2003-2013. Unit of measurement, percent of people. Paragraph 2 Overview. You need to look at the general trend of the graph as well as some highlighted features, highest, lowest, equal figures. This part should be also described in the approximately 1 to 3 sentences. Example, overall, most Americans went to fast food restaurants once a week between 2003 and 2006, and once or twice a month in 2013. People eating fast food daily accounted for the lowest percentage in all 3 years. Paragraphs 3 and 4 Detailed features. As usual, you should separate this part into two different paragraphs that describe detail of the bar chart. Each paragraph should consist of 3 or 4 sentences. You can refer to two ways to split up the body. Group comparison items together and divide into two paragraphs. For example, paragraph 1 increasing trend, paragraph 2 fluctuating trend. Each body paragraph describes the data of each category: country, males, females, city. Point out main features of the bar graph. You need to answer these questions. What information do both horizontal and vertical bars give? What is the period of time? What are the most outstanding features? Are there any similarities among categories? How to group the data for body parts, for example. 6.6 Bar graph model answer. The bar chart shows the scores of 3 teams A, B, and C in 4 consecutive seasons. It is evident from the charts that Team B scored far higher than the other 2 teams over the seasons, though their score decreased as whole over the period. In 2002, the score of Team B far exceeded that of the other 2 teams, standing at 82 points compared to only 10 for Team C and very low 5 for Team A. Over the next 2 years, the points for Team B decreased quite considerably, dropping by around half to 43 by 2004, but they still remained above the point for the other team. However, though Team A and C's points were lower, they were rising. Team A's point had increased by 600 from 2002 to reach 35 points by 2004, nearly equal to Team B. Team C, meanwhile, had managed only a small increase over this time. In the final year, Team B remained ahead of the others as the points increased again to 55, while Team A and C saw the point score reverse and drop to 8 and 5 respectively. So, dear students, that's all. I hope that everything was informative and interesting for you. The next time we are going to start Model 3. In this model we are going to study mining technology, and we will speak about crushing and mining equipment. I wish you all the best. Thank you. Goodbye. See you next time.